Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And able to get this out to the
19 tight, 19 tight. Come on, hit. 70.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football to win last week, so naturally, he's going to come out throwing here, but that time, they couldn't connect.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flores. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Next the score, Seahawks 7, Steelers 0.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to look deep down the field. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
70, Hawk 70. Cup 19, Cup 19. 70 Lions.
First carry here for Ken Walker.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Flores. 23 yards, the final tally.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker, his third rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
The York on now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Seahawks 14, Steelers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds. A heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And tough sledding. Going to get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Flowers going to go in motion right.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Here we go, cut. 19, target, 19, 18, pioneer. Ready.
He'll look to throw.
He'll try to do it himself.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
He finds his man, complete. That's Richards. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Walker now on 1st and 10. And able to get this to the 31. The Seahawks are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Come on. 60 box, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Turn 19, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
2nd and 6. He finds his man, complete. That's Richards. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throw left side, complete. That's Flores. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
York now for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score the Seahawks 31, Steelers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 74 yards.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 32-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Deputy! Bronco 80! Lightning 18! Ready!
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5.
18, 5 and 2. Cowboy 80. Warrior 70. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
How about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offensive coordinators.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's going to fire one, corner in the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, Walker with it. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flores. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down to the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
7-yard line.
Buffalo 18. 18, Rattler. 18, Mustang 19. Go.
2nd and 14. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Seven Pirates. Cup 19. Cup 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football.
A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, check that, check that.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
2nd and 10.
Turn. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
19 tight. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very... There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Come on.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned
they've got his man complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Warriors 70. Trap 60. Trap 60. Hut, go.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Ready, break.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Down. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. $60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 Lions.
Now back to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Let's go. 70 Timber, Mustang 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Come on, come on. Hit! Cougar 19! Ready?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They run again with Walker. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2.
2nd and 2.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lions. Warriors 70. 65 cat, 65 cat.
They'll look to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Walker.
20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker.
42 yards.
And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And
it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Come on. Hey. Gotta be Timberwolf. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll drop the throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
And the tight end goes in motion left. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 110 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will have a Steelers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Second down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Cowboys! Cup 19! Cup 19!
They'll set up a throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8.
Let's go. 6 Trap 60, trap 60. Warriors 70.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards.
And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Steelers 49, Seahawks 42.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Richards. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Viking 18, 19, go.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, that
plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one.
Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 tight, 19 tight.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Flores. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready, ready.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that'll be caught.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Cougar 19. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll... Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. I showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 5. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw here. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. So illegal touching, not one you see often. It's going to wipe away a 1st down.
Very simply, if you're a receiver, you can't set foot out of bounds and then be the first to catch the football. Side judge, right there on the play, made the call.
69, here we go, here we go. 19, 18.
They'll send Reed in motion left. Looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, 27 yards. And the Seahawks have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's good.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Ready? 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
18, come on. Fix the Eagles, fix the Eagles.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Buffalo 18. Ready?
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Van Warren. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
19 Lions.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Cowboy 80.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready, set.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Bronco 80. Warriors 70. Ready.
They'll set up to throw.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. And that should just about do it.
60 boxes, 60 boxes. Here you go, set.
1st and 10 at the
Back to 60,
44-yard
back to
line.
60. 18, Pioneers. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
The Seahawks will line
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Steelers 49.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
They're going to look to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
This is caught inside the 15. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here's first and goal. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
19, 18.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one incomplete. So they wait for the two, they don't get it. So they got one of the two touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it as their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up third down and 6.
Come on. Go.
On third down, here's Walker.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down.